How's it going, guys? It's Eclipse here, and today we're taking a look at the Season Pass. Is it worth it? Should you be picking it up? What can you expect to receive? What are you likely to actually enjoy? Are the tanks worth the grind? Getting to, looking up at tier 75 to get your first premium tank. And then, progressing through that from 75 all the way to 100 to get the extra 2 tanks. And then we're going to talk about how much silver you can expect to earn throughout the whole thing, and how much gold you can get too. Also, looking at the operations, how much gold you'll probably get in terms of from the season, and whether that will be worth it. How hard the challenges are, because that's one thing I am not a big fan of right now in terms of the Season Pass this season. I think that the challenges are far too easy, which means that, you get them done, but then they don't progress you at all from the Season Pass. I would have been nice to see some more diverse challenges. I don't really like the ones that they've got at the minute, and I think they're pretty lame in comparison to some things that they could potentially do. I think lame's a bit of a word, probably too much, but it's just not as rewarding as I'd like to see the challenges be once you complete them, and especially once you've reached level 100. It'd be nice to see some even harder challenges that get unlocked for those of you who play a little bit more. For those of you who want to get to just season 100 or level 100, that will just be an extra bonus if you can complete them. But for players that are likely to complete the season very quickly, it will be kind of interesting to have a bit more challenges post level 100. Now, first things first, we'll talk about how much gold you can expect to receive from this season, and that is 2,100 gold back. The Season Pass costs 2,000 gold if you want to purchase it standard. The standard Season Pass, you can do that from the store. If you just go on, you see that the standard Season Pass is 2,000. You'll get access to the T77, the Dragon, or not the Dragon, but the Type 59-2, and the Commander Abrams, who is like a premium commander type thing. I'm sure he probably earns extra bonus XP, or a bonus skill commander crew train rate, or whatever it is. But basically, that will be similar to the Rambo and stuff from the Action Heroes season that came out a while back, for those of you who were playing at that time. Now, the next one is obviously the Ultimate Season Pass. Do I think it's worth it? Probably. If you were going to pick up the CS52 list, then it was probably worth picking up this one, because it does boost you up 25 levels in total, and you do make a saving on the actual buying the CS52 list and this tank as well. And the Season Pass, so it's cheaper this time than previously. I know with the Barask, last season it was actually better to buy the Barask and then buy the Season Pass on its own, because that makes sense. But yeah, this season, if you're wanting the CS52 list, that Polish medium at tier 8, then you'll have to pay 11,600, or you can just buy the tank from the thing down here, and I think it is cost around 10,500 or something like that. I don't even know if you can actually buy it yet on its own. But there you go. It's that's the pricing of the Season Pass. Now we'll move on to what you can expect. Obviously, you'll make 100 gold if you purchase a season and get to level 100 just from the gold rewards from the season. So you will make 100 gold profit. So, if you maintain that gold on your account, you can purchase the next season for free, essentially. So once you've paid for it once, you won't have to pay for it again if you're wise with your gold and you don't spend it all before the next season, as long as you keep some in reserve for that season. Additionally, I do want to mention that the key cards that you receive at level 55, the confidential one, will give you an extra 150 gold on top of that per confidential key card minimum. Can go up to like 450. Plus, you have the chance of getting a 10% chance of getting a premium tank. So if you already own a premium tank that you get from the key card as well, you'll get the gold value. So you could end up with a lot more gold than you first started the season with, if you've got a lot of tanks or premium tanks in your garage at the moment. Now, you can have a look at the actual drop rates if you click on them within the store, and it will take you to the drop rate table. You can also do that on the Wargaming website, and I have got a video going over the key cards and what you can expect to get out of this kind of rotation of the tanks that are in them. In terms of silver, however, you can pick up 3.5 million in total, silver from level 1 to 100, so that's the max amount of silver you can earn from the season pass when you buy the battle pass or the season pass itself. Obviously, if you have the free, then you can pick up a few things throughout the whole season pass. You can pick up some things like premium time, but it's very limited as to what you get. I don't believe you actually get any key cards like you did previously on the game for the free one. Oh no, you do actually. You get one confidential key card, so it's alright, but it is at level 90 now instead of level 75 I think it was previously. So yeah, additionally you will get a classified key card at level 70, which I believe will give you a minimum of something like 300 gold. So that's an extra 300 gold on top of the amount of gold that you get back. So you're probably looking in the range of about 3,000 gold back if you just get the minimum amount of gold from the key cards, since you do get another classified key card, another confidential key card, and a top secret one. Top secret one giving you, I believe, 450 gold minimum from every single key card, so you will get that, and that's going to boost you all the way up to about 3,000 gold. So if you play this game regularly, if you know that you're going to get to Season Pass 100, it's a no-brainer for me. You're going to get free tanks, you're going to get more gold than you started with, you're going to have loads more silver, you're going to have boosts, you're going to have days of premium, you're going to have the chance at getting extra premium tanks within the key cards that you might not have done before. If you get the key card tank again throughout the key card when you open it that you already have, you'll get the gold value. So if you got something like a King Tiger out of a key card that you already own a King Tiger on, you're going to get 11,000 or 15,000 or however much the full price of gold is for that tank, which is ridiculous. You're going to make a lot more gold than what you spend, considering it's only 2,000 gold for the season pass, the bottom one anyway. Obviously, you'll get the same rewards no matter whether you went for the Ultimate Season Pass or not. It's just you will get that CS52 list if you bought the Ultimate version. Now, going on to how much that will cost you, if you go to get gold, the Season Pass is probably going to cost you about £10 or just under £10 because you cannot purchase 2,000 on its own. If you're going to purchase the amount of gold, it's always best to get the 3,000 one, because by the time you purchase the 850 and the 1,250, you're only looking at 80p away to get another 1,000 gold, which is worth the 80p because you get so much more. It's definitely the one I'd go for, unless you wanted to actually pick up some extra tanks or just get a little gold boost at the start of the season, so you can spend like the 20 quid or the 12,000 for 35, but at that point you might as well just save up or just buy the cheap one anyway. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. I don't tend to put too much money on this game. With regards to the season pass, I think the standard one is pretty decently priced at the moment. Now, in terms of the season challenges, I did want to talk about whether I thought that they were too hard or too easy or too long or too quick to complete. As you can see, it's one day into the weekly challenges. I've played probably in the region of maximum 25 games this so far. Well, obviously, because I've damaged 2 enemies 25 times, so I've probably played about 30 games maximum this so far, and I've nearly completed them all. Bearing in mind I've been playing the T95, so the spotting damage is barely going to happen in that tank. So yeah, what does that give you? You can see I'm only level 14 on the season pass, so after 30 games I'm only level 14. It's going to be difficult, considering I've completed all of the challenges. You only get 7 points per challenge, so you get up just over a level every single challenge you complete. That means that over the course of the entire 7 weeks that these challenges happen, you can get up 70 levels, or just underneath actually. I think it's like 69 and a little bit of levels just from these weekly challenges, unless Wargaming increase the amount of points you get as you go on through the weeks, which they may do, because I think what they might try and do is limit the amount of people that can just rush through the season at the beginning to get all of the tanks and stuff like that straight away. I think maybe they'll try to limit, so they'll increase the points If they don't, I really do think that that's a bit of a misplay, because a lot of the community are casual players. They have other commitments, and I think, the fact that you would have to play a lot more games, because the only other way to get points is actually by doing the earn XP, which they've also doubled the requirement in order to get the points. So now instead of 1,500 XP, you need 3,000. Do I think that's a big problem? Yes, potentially, because, for me, yeah, I've got the time to put in 2 hours a day on average, maybe 14 hours a week, in order to complete this. Do I think that, it's going to be easy for the person who has a 9-to-5 job? No, not really. And I think, considering my audience demographic on YouTube, most of you are between 25 and 55 years old. Obviously, most people would have jobs. Obviously, COVID is, depending on that, it's been a bit tough recently, but it's definitely going to be hard for people to get this done if it remains the same point system. I am really hoping that they are going to increase the points, make the challenges harder. I'm not going to lie, because they're pretty easy, and within 2 games I had the assist tracking damage done, and within not very many after that, the penetrate 150 shots, and then it was so easy to get it all done. I think they definitely need to increase the amount of points you get for these challenges. I don't mind the points from playing the game going up, but don't do both at the same time, because it's basically making it 4 times as hard to be able to get this done in terms of how much you have to play. Because not only have the points for the challenges gone down, you've also then got to play even more to make up the points. So instead of getting 15 to 17 points for one challenge, you then have to make up 10 points, which is the equivalent of getting 100. I think it's like 15,000 XP, which is another 15 games on top of what you would have had to have done last season. Take away the fact that you would have been earning points at the same time. So it's really, really going to be difficult for those of you who are a bit more casual. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about purchasing the Battle Pass, and whether you'll be able to complete it in time. My take on it, yes, I thought that people were getting the Battle Pass done too quickly last season, but it would have been better. That's only from the point of, once you've completed the Battle Pass, there's not really anything to do on the game. I'm not going to lie. Yes, you can grind tank lines. Yes, you can enjoy it. I'm not saying that there's not much to do. It would just be nice to see a lot more harder challenges, or like extra little things, even if it's like block 50 or like 50,000 damage in a Russian tank, to earn a special Russian emblem or something at the end of the season. It doesn't have to be something amazing, just something extra for those of the players that, complete the season and they get those extra harder challenges that might be a little bit more specific. It's going to cost you, or, progress you down into something that you might not be familiar with, and I think that would be an interesting way of going about post-season level 100 rewards. I don't think that you need to implement, things that are going to get more gold or anything like that, but just customizable items would be really nice. So, when you look at the emblems that they give out, and maybe some consumable packs or something like that, if I complete or get to season rank 200 this season, maybe I get 100 of each consumable or something crazy like that, just for getting that twice the distance as someone else, or maybe not 100 each, but maybe like 50 each or something like that, a little like pack or something similar, where it doesn't affect anyone else, it just gives you that boost. It's not going to mean that you get 5,000 more gold than anyone else, but I think little consumable stuff, maybe some XP boosters that they can put in there, collect 1 million XP throughout the entire season after you've completed it, and then you get a load of XP boosters and stuff like that. I think that would be really interesting to see in the game, and reward the players that, once they've got past season 100, that it gives them something to do, something to keep them occupied, because what you don't want is people getting to season 100 going, right, there's nothing to do on the game anymore. I know that the events that come out are quite good in terms of giving you something extra to do, but you can see, like, these daily events, I find them very boring. Log on, play 3 games, leave. I don't have to play again. like it's not hard. Takes probably 10 minutes of my time. And I think that, yeah, they're good for players that play every day, but there isn't much there for players that want to spend a little bit more time, because you can do these skin earns, but they're quite boring. Earn 150,000 XP. I find that that's, most people can do that. It's just a case of like playing a tank. Like it's just like playing the game. It might as well just say play the game for 150 games or something like that. I feel like more specific challenges or contracts or something like that would be interesting and more engaging. Keep the players happy. It gives you one of those, I really want to get this game. It's been bugging me. Like I've really wanted to do this and I haven't managed to spot 10 enemies in one game, and like hopefully I'll do it one time, and hopefully I'll spot 10 enemies but also survive the battle, and then I'll get this nice reward. And I mean, even if it's like a staged thing, like the contracts from the mercenaries, currently unavailable but are in the process of coming back to the game, then I think that would be really good for the player base. And I'm talking about this from, it's good for new players to be able to get these tanks and stuff like that. I don't want the season rushed completely like I felt like it was last season, but I do want to be able to get rewarded for playing more. I think that if I was wargaming, reduce the amount of points you get for the season challenges, but maybe put the earn XP back to what it was, unless obviously you're going to stage how much points you get as the weeks go on, increase the amount of points you get per challenge or something like that. But I think that if they stay on this current track of releasing 7 points per weekly challenge that you complete for 7 weeks, it is going to get a bit draining, and it's going to stop people from grinding out, because once I finish these challenges I can then just leave. I don't have to play for the rest of the week really, because I will get the operation, or will get the season done. And obviously Wargaming want to keep people on this game, and I think it's important that they give us kind of things to do in the meantime once all of these challenges are completed in the background, to just slowly edge our way towards. And I think that would be important for everyone. I'm thinking of this from a community standpoint, not a singular player standpoint. So, some people might be like, no, I don't want that. But as a whole, I think it would benefit the community to have some form of long-term operations to go on that aren't just log in and play 3 games. Other than that, I think that pretty much sums up my kind of thoughts on the Season Pass challenges, and what you can expect from the Season Pass. I hope that you guys do enjoy the video. If you want to subscribe, then feel free to do so, and I'll keep up to date with pretty much every single thing on World of Tanks that I can. Obviously, I have limited time in the day or in the week to be able to put out loads of content, so I am trying with various different things. Obviously the news videos always do quite well because people want to find out what's latest, but the review videos will come out semi-regularly, along with some guides and stuff, map reviews and stuff like that, so you guys can slowly get better at the game, hopefully, after watching them. But other than that, if you want to check out some other content on the channel, you can check out a news video on the right here on the screen, my previous video, and then you can check out some other content on the left if you really want to. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.